Well, instead of giving the normal speech like everyone else, I don't really regret anything I did in high school, and I'm not going to reflect on it. So instead, I'm going to give you a recap of the Penguins season. A little background: in October through February, we were ranked 13th through 14th in the league. And in December, General Manager Jim Rutherford decided to fire the head coach, Mike Johnston, and promote Mike Sullivan from the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. In March, a hot streak led by Mike Sullivan led to a boost in standings, leading to us ranked in 6th, and by the end of the season, we were ranked 4th. Trades played a large role. General Manager Jim Rutherford also made a lot of trades during the offseason and during the season. A couple of the big ones I thought were Carl Hagelin. On January 12th, we traded him for Perron and Clendening. And there wasn't much expected. They were all 27-year-olds who weren't really producing where they were. However, when Hagelin joined, he played 37 games and had 27 points and has 8 points so far in the playoffs. Phil Kessel was another big trade from Toronto. He was acquired during the 2015 offseason. However, he produced 2 less points this year than he did last year at Toronto. But the big difference is that he went from a -34 to a +2 or +9, which, those who don't know, plus minus, whenever you're on the ice for a goal against your team, you have a minus. Whenever you're on the ice, when your team scores a goal, you have a plus. He also took 12 less penalties and minutes, and this is the best postseason of his career, which he was drafted in '06. The Stars, I was kind of disappointed with the Stars' performance this year. Sidney Crosby only totaled 41 points through January, where in the last season we won the Cup, he totaled 68 points through that same time span. However, he did suffer multiple lower injuries, which kind of put him out for part of the season. Evgeny Malkin totaled 47 points through January, and he missed most of February and March with a lower body injury. And despite missing 2 months, he still produced pretty much the same as Sidney Crosby, who's supposed to be the best in the world. And now we move on to postseason, which started like the beginning of April-ish. The next slide is pretty much who I think have been the stars of this postseason. So here you have Matt Murray, the rookie goaltender who came up from Wilkes-Barre when Fleury got a concussion and has been killing it ever since. And I also thought I would put Jim Rutherford up there because all the trades that he's made is pretty much the reason why we've made it this far into the playoffs. So in round 1, we played the New York Rangers, and we eliminated them thanks to great goaltending again from Matt Murray. Without him, I don't think we would have gotten past that series. They've eliminated us both of the past 2 years. In the second round, we played the Washington Capitals, and again, Matt Murray stole the show. And there was an overtime game winner by Nick Bonino, but Matt Murray was better. And in round 3, we're going into game 3 tonight in Tampa, tied 1-1. Again, just overall, we lost the first one due to the overall poor play. And Monday's game, we played pretty well. So now the big question, will they win the Cup? I think the Penguins will win the Cup. Mainly because of depth. No other team left really has the depth on all 4 lines that the Penguins do. And they're the only team left without a goalie problem. We still have Marc-Andre Fleury, who's been the starting goaltender for 15 odd years, and Matt Murray, who's been proving his worth. And like I said before, all 4 lines are steamrolling other teams, especially the Washington Capitals, who won the President's Trophy for being the best team in the league this season. Why won't any of the other 3 teams win? The St. Louis Blues, I believe, are the next best contender. However, they have no solid goaltender. They're kind of iffy on which one to go with. The Sharks, they don't really have depth in their lineup. They don't have all 4 lines playing like we do. And the Lightning, if any of you watched the game Monday or Friday, their starting goalie was injured. And they do not have many high-scoring players as their captain is not available due to blood thinners. So in conclusion, get in the fast lane, Grandma, because the bingo game's about to roll, and Elvis has just left the building.